Now, fostering intrinsic motivation in your organization. And all of this is motherhood and apple pie, but I'm talking to you now about it in the context of self-determination theory and as the leader putting these things in place, not just to put them in place, but to cultivate a culture of high performance like a team that's always preparing their people for the big game. And the big game, I'll reveal on the last slide when I talk about the 6 building blocks. Celebrate achievement to foster a sense of accomplishment. Provide opportunities for growth and learning. Make employees feel valued and invest in their long-term success. One of the things I think is important is to have a development plan for everybody. Everyone should have, everyone, a 24-month development plan. Now, some people are only going to have 4 things to accomplish. Some leaders are coming to you so equipped, they're only going to have 4 things to accomplish, one every 6 months. Other people might have something every month, and maybe a new employee might have something that's development 2 or 3 times a month. Everybody should have a development plan because now you're building this stair step and you're creating a culture of continuous improvement and not arrived. See, if you start telling people you've done a great job, doing a good job, in their mind, they've arrived. And that tension to learn and get better can go away. And now we're losing some of that intrinsic motivation. What we want to do is, you're doing that well. That's step A. You got that step A down pat. We're ready to move on to B. And now we're doing B. And by the way, you've got some skills in C. C is going to come out there, but you're already learning to do this and this. Because you have a development plan, you already know what A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K looks like. You have it laid out. And they should have some of that information as well, so they know that there's more to work on, What it does is it allows you to keep them in a growth mindset because you get out of this focusing on the result and you're able to spend more time on effort. And if you know anything about the growth mindset, it's about effort. It's focusing on effort and fostering that kind of an attitude. Even just adding the word yet when you say, well, you're not quite there yet. Adding that word yet can help foster a growth mindset. See, we want to keep people in that growth mindset. You're not going to have intrinsic motivation when you're in a fixed mindset because you're in protection mode. And when you're in protection mode, you're just not looking on the outlook for good things. Flexible employee empowerment, encourage ownership and self-motivation. This is an important step. I don't want to belabor the point here, but we have leaders. I've run into leaders who say that they are empowering their team, but when you actually look at what happens, when the team makes a mistake, they have such a negative reaction, and it's not intended. It's just that they don't have the skills to pause before reacting, and then that reaction of, oh my gosh, becomes their response, and now they're justifying that response.